Hello, everyone. So, this is Joseph Reyes and a brief introduction to REDCap. So, what I wanted to go over is just a little bit of information about REDCap, right? So, what is REDCap, first of all? Well, REDCap is a web based data capture application, right? And all that means is that you can create different interactable forms for different parts of the community or members of you know, uh, society, your coworkers, your colleagues, peers. I mean, anybody that you can think of that you might want to collect some kind of information from for whatever purpose. That's what REDCap is used for, right? And you can collect virtually any kind of data utilizing different kinds of forms like surveys, questionnaires, quizzes, tests. Anything that you can think of where it's a kind of form that people can interact with and type things in and then it captures that information, right? So it's used primarily for research for that reason, right? Because you can administer it uh, via survey format, via just like a link, an accessible link that people can just use in that way. So then, how do we access REDCap, right? Well, it's actually free under certain conditions. So if you are an employee or a student of an educational institution, it's absolutely free for you as long as your institution is partnered with REDCap already. And if that's the case, it can also be downloaded so that you can use it offline to make it even more accessible. And in that way, people can be accessing your forms while you're offline, right? And then whenever you gain online connectivity again, you can access the different information that you've already collected that way. And then because of that, it's incredibly easy to access. Um, and so then another thing, after all that, I just wanted to show you how to actually access REDCap. So now that I've gone over what REDCap is very briefly, I also wanted to just briefly show you how to access REDCap and its features, right? So if you are an employee or a student at a educational institution, you might already have an account and you just don't know it. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I just want to use my credentials, right? I am an employee at UTRGV, the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. So as employees of that university, we already have access to a REDCap account. And it's as simple as navigating to our university REDCap domain and just logging in. It is incredibly simple. So the format for the URL is just redcap.utrgv.edu. So if you work at another institution or a nonprofit that is affiliated with um, REDCap, then you would already have an account, like I mentioned, and you just need to navigate to your REDCap uh, u- university webpage and then log in. It's as simple as that. So I am at our REDCap domain. All you have to do is use your university credentials, your university login, and then you just log in. That's it. It's as simple as that. We don't need to go into incredible detail about that, but just so that you have that information, you don't have to visualize it. You can see exactly how it is that you access that. The only thing that I can't show you is because I already have an account. Once you try to log in, it's going to take you to a different page than this one. It'll take you to a page that'll have you activate your account so that you can access all of its features and create projects and forms, like I mentioned. And it's as simple as that. And then once you activate it, you're going to get an email to your university email, and so I'm also logged into that over here, right? And once you activate it, the first email that you're going to see is going to be the activation of your REDCap account. You would click on that, and you would just click on activate REDCap account, and then it's there. You can use it. That's it. You would come to REDCap login, and then you can see exactly what I'm seeing here. This would be the home page. Gives you, you have your training resources, which is something that I utilized incredibly when I was first. It was an amazing resource page. All these little videos that show you the ins and outs of the beginnings of REDCap, right? A summary of what REDCap is, and then some of its features. All of this is unfamiliar to you right now, but I will go into more detail in other videos to show you exactly how to use these features and how to create new projects, right? And forms that can then be administered however you wish to administer them, however you need to use them, right? What the purposes of them for. Um, so yes, now you have access to your REDCap account.